everybody, it's me, Kai Mann, of course. This is what I call Kai TV, or the Daily Living Show. And so basically what I'll be doing is talking about different topics. It'll be just a YouTube show. It's not going to be, and I won't say not, it may end up being on the Live Network as an ENMG product, but right now this is just a small show that I'm doing about certain things that I feel that need to be talked about, like different topics. So today, as far as the opener, what I really want to do is talk about me and who it is that I am, where I've come from, how long I've been in the earth, and what I've been doing in the earth. So my name is Kai Mann. Most of you know me by Kai Mann. A lot of people will know me as Kendra Hightower. That's my government name. But yes, I was born Kendra Hightower, and I changed my name about 15 years ago. But before I get all into that, I'll tell you that I was born and raised in Fort Myers, Florida. Of course, I have a famous cousin. I won't say which one. I guess I'm from the same place that Plies is. Do I know him? No. I think he's much younger than I am. But anyway, I was a great kid, very mannerable, very well spoken, a good friend to all of my friends. I was a great listener. I used to be a cheerleader at one point in time. I was always a base, no matter how small I was. I was always a base and throwing girls up in the air. That was my thing. But anyway, I got married at the age of 18. And by the time that I was 23, I had 3 sons. And also I have a stepdaughter too, who is like my daughter. I was married for 10 years and dated my high school sweetheart, who I married since the month before I turned 16. And so somewhere around the age of 28, I got divorced. I realized who it is that I was, and I just changed my life. It hasn't been as hard as a lot of people have had, in their life, but I have had some, hard times, especially because I left my children to be with their father. I felt like they were boys and that they needed to grow up to be men, and that their father could do that for them, not really thinking that me as a mother could do that. But just so you women out there know, you guys can raise men. Don't let nobody fool you. You could. So anyway, I say that to say this. My life has been a beautiful unfolding onion. It has been layer upon layer upon layer. I grew up in, I would want to say, a single mother household, but I really didn't. I had a stepfather who raised me since the age of 5, from about 5 to 17. I don't know if I could say raised me. He did take care of me as far as whatever arrangements he and my mother had. But taking me to games, dropping me off, talking to me when I did anything. I didn't really do anything. I was always a good kid, but I didn't have those kinds of interaction. So I wouldn't say I didn't have a father. I had a stepfather, and I did have a father, but I didn't meet my father after he had left when I was 2 or 3 years old. I didn't meet him again until I was like 23. So I've grown up without a male figure, so to speak, in my midst, but that doesn't do anything negative to me. I am a great person. I'm a very well-rounded person. Everybody who was in my life served the purpose, for whatever the purpose was, either to get me into the universe, or to help take care of me up until a certain age, or to be a husband and to have 3 beautiful sons, with. So I've had, certain instances that have happened where males have been in my life, and those were the influences that they brought to my life, and they were all great experiences. I would never talk negative about my dad or my stepfather or my ex-husband. Those are 3 men who have been in my life, who, again, for whatever purpose, whatever purpose that they were to serve, as far as coming into my life, they did just that. and I'm well-rounded for it. But I have always been a person who likes to try things and do things. I don't have a whole lot of fear about doing things. I don't know if I necessarily feel like you only live once. I don't think I have that on my mind, but I think that I don't care with respect to how a lot of things look to other people, only because I feel like this life is the only life that we as individuals have, so we have to live it to the best of our ability. I have, what haven't I done? I have, in the field of working, going to someone's job and punching a clock, I have done all kinds of things. I have managed departments. I've been supervisors of billing departments, and I've been supervisors over customer service departments. I've been I've been a cable TV installer. I worked for Comcast at one point, carrying around 75-pound ladders out in the snow. I've done, of course, I worked with my hands. I've done some of everything. It's not a whole lot that I have not done. But I've always wanted to see, and test myself and challenge myself. So I've always been one to do different things. And so that has been my life as far as working and punching the clock. Now, as far as videos, I've always, I think somewhere in 2004, my ex bought me a video camera, camcorder. Excuse me. And I love that thing to life, man. I was doing all kind of video taping, and it was just really fun for me. And I don't think, honestly, that's where it really started, because when I think about it, when I was probably about 11 or 12 years old, I was really into photography. I have all these photo albums where I took all these pictures, and the only thing that I do wish was that someone actually saw what it was that I was doing at that time and said, it looks like to me like you might be in photography, and kind of like steered me in that direction, because I believe that could have been, a force into something. And then again, I really don't. Everything happens as it should. I'm doing it now. I mean, I'm not doing photography now, but I am doing videography. I do love doing videos, creating all kind of videos and all kind of different pictures. If you guys kind of take a look at my Instagram, you'll see that I have all kind of pictures that I have created myself. And then I love other people's Instagram, and if I think they're dope, I will share their stuff, because I think it's amazing. I want everybody else to see it, and I want everybody to get their own opinion of it, just as I did, and their own vision of it. So that's why I share a lot of content from other people as well on my personal Instagram page. I have pretty much been, I have been divorced since, when did I get a divorce? What is this, 2018? I got a divorce in 1997. Yeah. Ooh, it's been a long time. So 21 years I've been divorced. And I've been like on my own, living the lifestyle that I live. What lifestyle is that? Well, if you can't tell, then I'm not going to tell you. But anyway, I have been in different relationships that have taught me a lot of different things. I've gone through heartbreak. I've broken hearts. I mean, all kind of things have happened. I didn't set out to break any hearts. It wasn't what I did. And I don't believe that the person who broke my heart set out to hurt, to break my heart either. But those are some things that I've gone through as a person. I've learned how to grow from those things. I've learned so many lessons that afford me to at least to be able to talk about them, if not anything else. Hopefully the things that I'll share with you guys, that you'll be able to relate to. If not for your own lives, you'll be able to relate to it from someone else's life. I have in this recent year created a group of people that I call my tribe. And there may be times that, you'll see me doing videos with my tribe for a different thing, but then you also might see one of them, hanging out with me and us kind of talking on a video or maybe Facebook Live or something of that nature. But I have always been one, being a Scorpio, I've always been one, excuse me, to live a life of transformation. My life has always been that I've been dying to one thing and being reborn into something else. So every so often I go through these stages where it's time to go into the cocoon. It's time to gather up all the lessons so that I may be able to, I guess if I grab some water, it might make it all better. Anyway, it was really cold in here. That's why I have this jacket on, but I've since turned on the heat, so I'm about to pull off this jacket. Oh my God, that is so good. Anyway, but I'm a creator. I own a couple of companies where I do social media for some major companies, and I enjoy it. I get to create. I get to create videos, create flyers, do copy, graphics, all of those different things, and I get to do it without anybody being on my back or my neck about it. And I think that is the most amazing thing, is to be able to work from home. Of course, I do a little side job too, where I go and I actually go there, but just to be able to create my own schedule. And that's what I've, done for myself, as though I have been able to really create my own schedule and do what it is that I love doing. So just kind of working with social media, managing social media accounts. I also create different content. I do website work as well. I do brand strategy, I have my company that works with a life strategist and brand strategist and life coach, and we kind of work hand in hand, because I believe that people should work on their inside first, that they should really focus on creating themselves from the inside out rather the outside in. And so I really think it's important to really, get yourself together, become aware of who it is that you are before you kind of present yourself to the world. And so I work really closely with her and my clients to get that inside work done. And so for myself, again, going back into that thing of transformation, self-awareness, and spirituality, I am most definitely into astrology. I'm into getting into astronomy, into just crystals, nature, metaphysics, esoteric knowledge, things of that nature. I'm really into things of the spirit and growing and just learning new things. And I'm in that space where I'm learning new things. And so it makes you sometimes feel like you don't know anything. And then you kind of question everything. But I found that different religions, different types of spirituality, all those things are pretty much saying the same thing. And so I kind of combine a lot of different things so that it kind of helps me. It works for me. And so anyway, that's who I am. Again, I am Kai Mann. I own a couple different companies. So I do videography work. I do social media work. I own a company where we create documentaries. We create web shows and talk shows and just PSAs, all different types of things. And I'm just a creative person at heart. I like to do different things. I like to talk about things a lot often. I like to talk about things that a lot of people aren't talking about as of yet. I'm not a shock jock or anything like that, but I like to be in the beginning talks of things, because I know even though that period in time is almost the hardest, because no one believes what it is that you're saying, or people do believe what it is that you're saying, but they're afraid because they believed a certain way for so long that, they'll be being disloyal to that thing that, we're now looking at and seeing that it wasn't the right way or wasn't meant that way, or, you know, there is another way. And so that's who I am. You'll see me do these YouTube show videos and creating all kind of things. Please share them with your friends and your family. Please also, you know, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, you know, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, just to see what it is, not only that I'm doing, but to also see some of the things that other people are doing as well. Because again, I do share a lot of content from other people because it's so dope or it's so profound. And I want to, you know, share that information with others as well. And hopefully you can relate to it. That's it in a nutshell.